Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here to do your weekly pick a card tarot reading. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you haven't done this before, it's really simple. Just pick a number between 1 and 5, the first number that pops into your mind, and I will do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. I never know what's going to come out of my mouth. And every time I read the cards it's something different. So let's go to the board now. Have you got your number? Okay, I've got my number, so we're good to go. Let me just check. Yep, that's clear enough. You can see what's going on there. Just looks a little bit blurry. There we go. I think that's better. Yep, that's much better. Okay, shuffling up the cards again, and we're going to do card number 1 if you've picked card number 1. Okay, closing my eyes now. What do I see for card number 1 for the week commencing 22nd of June 2020? Okay, I see a compass, and it's about changing your direction in life. The compass is moving around, trying to get a new angle on something. Maybe the new angle, is a new direction in your life, or how you run your life, or a new belief system, or something like that. And we come up with the 4 of Wands. Okay, this is an opportunity, a window of opportunity. It's almost like you've been working on something, a project or at work or something, and maybe you could be feeling in need of rejuvenation or a bit of R&R. It's a good time now to take some rewards, especially if you've been in business or working hard on a project. So if you're gambling on something, take your rewards now and leave enough in the kitty for later on. But there is a lot of optimism and growth here. You'll see she's wearing gold, which is about the solar plexus, confidence, goal-oriented behaviour, climbing the ladder of success, and so on. There's also this sort of aqua green. See, it's very similar to the background. Aqua green in the background here, and this is the green of the heart energy coming up into the blue of the throat to be expressed. There's actually a new chakra being formed between the heart and the throat, so the whole of the human body will be a whole rainbow bridge of different colours that are all linked, rather than sort of separate power centres like you have the chakras as separate power centres, but in reality they are already linked up. So we have this aqua green, right where her pendant is, aqua green new chakra coming in, I don't know, over how long, it might be 1,000 years or something like that, over a long period of time. Certainly since the 1960s it's been forming, and I probably became aware of it in the early 1990s, around there, and it's getting stronger and brighter all the time. So this is about expressing what you love, taking some rewards, and you're taking a bit of R&R so that you can reflect on your direction in life. And are you going to tweak your life in some way, or tweak your business in some way? Okay. Card number 2. Card number 2, looking for that. I'm going to go with that card. Closing my eyes now, and what do I see? Okay, I'm in like a gorge. It's a chasm. There's like mountains on either side, like rocks, large rocks. So these are obstacles or challenges that need to be faced. But there is a pathway through. It's a narrow pathway, but I can get through fine. And that means that, yes, you have some obstacles and hindrances to deal with, but there's still a way through. Just be a bit creative. And they're telling me when you come to a circumstance not to take that circumstance at face value. So it might look like you can't do something or you can't achieve what you want on the surface, but when you look a little bit deeper, you might find a way to do it. Okay, so card number 2 is the Knight of Swords. Take the big picture view. See, he's riding the eagle. Take the big picture view of what's going on in your life, particularly if you're in the United States of America, because the eagle is your symbol, your national symbol. And this is about sort of going out into the world and expanding in some way. Now, of course, you have to be careful with COVID-19. And, you know, if you're actually dealing with people and you're not wearing a mask or, you know, social distancing, you have to be very, very careful because it is on the rise again in many states there. However, you can still expand your life in terms of your subconscious. So even if you don't go out of your house, you can still expand your life. And maybe you'll go online or something like that. And you'll see here there is a mountain or two in the background, so that does mean obstacles and challenges. But flying on the top of the eagle, you can fly over, you know, the worst of the challenges. So it is about allowing your thoughts to expand. Do beware of ruthless people, however, because the downside of this, the other side, because all cards have sort of a positive and a negative sign. So the other side here would be a ruthless person, like a lawyer or somebody in a position of power that can run roughshod over people. This is an energy which is an intelligent, shrewd, youngish sort of male energy, and if it's not somebody in your outside world, then it could be somebody in your inner world running roughshod over you. So that's sort of the downside, but the upside is about expansion. Okay, card number 3. Card number 3. If you pick card number... Oh, okay, I'm going to take that one. Closing my eyes now. What do I see for card number 3? I'm still up in the sky. Okay, the sky of mind. This is about your thinking. And the clouds are blowing away, actually. There are a few clouds, but they're not storm clouds. It looks like an improvement in your circumstances. Okay, and we have the 3 of Swords. So, again, it is about thinking because some decisions need to be made. This could be your social life because 3s are often very social. She's got a heart on her cheek. This could be a romantic relationship where you need to think about it logically. If you're in a situation with somebody and just taking all the emotions out of it, just think about it logically for a moment. And what do you come up with? Have you got the truth? Is the person who they say they are? You may need to let go of some friends or some contacts. You may also meet new friends and contacts. But decisions will be made, and just try not to be too brutal if you're letting go of people, particularly in relationships. Look, I know there's a bit of sadness there too, to be quite honest. Okay, card number 4. Card number 4, what do we come up with? Going with that card, closing my eyes now. What do I see? I see a book. This is generally like your book of life, and I see the pages fluttering past in the wind. Some of the pages have writing and some don't. The pages that don't have writing, you can actually write upon them yourself because that's your life and you can determine that aspect of your life. Something about go slowly, don't rush. Okay, now's not the time for impulsive behaviour. It is a time to think about things and you know, even though you haven't picked these numbers, number 4, thinking in its place is a good idea. But we're not our thinking, we are not our emotions, we are infinite immortal spirits that live forever. the card that comes up, surprise, surprise, King of Swords, all about thinking. Okay, so I'll just take that back. I said, even though it's not these numbers here are not yours, we come up with the King of Swords. So this is about the divine masculine. This guy can be absolutely ruthless. He's had to work hard and smart to get where he is. He didn't become a king by being lazy or by being, illogical. He's very logical. He sits on a diamond with a diamond at the back here. His clarity of thought. He makes decisions. He expresses his will. He has a very strong, powerful will. This is typically a lawyer, perhaps an accountant, perhaps an auditor, somebody who works for the government, the legal system, somebody in authority who wields their power. Okay. This could be somebody around you, or it could be part of you. If it's part of you, don't let your thoughts run you ragged, okay? Because your thoughts can just go round and round inside your head and take up all of your time and energy, and you're just mulling over the same thing. Sorry, I've got an aircraft in the background. It always happens in the live streams. Okay, so if it's your thoughts, just remind yourself that you are not your thoughts, okay, and that you have a heart and a spirit and a body. But do listen to him, because he does have some worthwhile points. It's just you don't want him running your life, okay? Whether that be a part of you, or whether that be someone you're married to, or someone who's a business partner, or somebody you have to have something to do with. Okay, so that was my number, so I'll have to remember that. Card number 5. Number 5 is alive. Number 5 is... Okay, we're going with that one. Closing my eyes now, and what do I see for card number 5? Okay, I do see rain. So this is a bit of disappointment, but at the same time, the earth needs the rain, and it's like preparation for opportunities and growth in the near future. Okay, so you may have been through a disappointing time recently, but it serves a purpose, and you can change your life and take advantage of opportunities coming up in the near future. Okay, this is the card 7 of Wands. This is about standing your ground. There could be some conflict. You don't have to get into a big argument about something, but you do need to, if you believe in something, you need to stand your ground and not let people walk all over you, okay? So all of these baseball bats indicate some sort of hostility or conflict. The red is about action, and so do be prepared to take action. Don't just give in. You're not a doormat. Okay, you're not a doormat. And it's quite likely they'll back down. In fact, if you're strong about what you really